Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is the happiness flip switch. Well, I got this idea from Dr. Robert Anthony when I bought his The Secret of Deliberate Creation program. Now, that's an excellent program. You should definitely get that program and highly recommend that program. It was excellent. I've never had a program that I listened to from beginning to end over and over and over again, and it has helped me my life. But one of the keys in that program is this idea of the flip switch, and I like to call it the happiness flip switch more than the flip switch. And the idea is, when you have a bad thought, when things aren't going well, to not dwell on that, to immediately switch to the good thought, to happier thought, to feel better, do anything, think of something that's going to make you happy in the moment. So as soon as you get down a little bit, you flip it to something good. Always be flipping it to something good. Always have the happiness. Always be ready to flip that happiness switch. Because the longer, you don't want to wait till the end of the day. You don't want to wait till the next day to say, well, I'm going to get happy tomorrow. Today I'm going to be miserable. No. You got to do it now. You got to do it immediately. You got to do it like your life means something. And it will work for you if you work it. I tell people, the people close to me, all about this, and I'm trying to get them to do it. Now, they haven't went through the program. They are not at a place where they think they need this kind of program like I needed it. I think everyone could get some value from it. And I listened to it over and over and over again. I bought many years ago, and I still listen to it over and over and over again. And that happiness flip switch will really help you. When you have a bad day, when something is terrible happening, when you get involved with a toxic person, when somebody does something that's really wrong, when you get extreme frustration, you always are going to be flipping. Always flip to the good thought. This isn't just a simple-minded thing of just grinning about bad things, right? It's your own thoughts control your mood and your happiness. So when something is bad happening, you don't say, "Oh God, I wish I was dead." You say, "That's pretty bad, but man, I really had fun a month ago at that party." Right? And of course, that I really am satisfied with that person in my life. Maybe the other person next to them may be causing you enormous problems, a massive grief, extreme irritation, financial loss, poor health, but that doesn't give them the right to ruin your life, does it? You move your thoughts to the next good thing. And if that isn't good enough, move it to the next good thing. And that's why that's what the memory is for, to reach back in time to the good stuff. Whatever, if you got to go back all the way back. I still think of a night I spent with one of the most beautiful girls I've ever met, and one of the wildest nights I ever had in my life. And I'm happy I had that. Nobody can take that away from me. I think of my beautiful daughter and how good she's doing. I think of my wonderful son and how well he's doing. And I think of them when they're children, when I come home from work and they come running up to me and jump into my arms. Now it's 25, 20, more than 20 years later, I can still reach back to that thought. I think back to the first real family vacation we had, a big time family vacation. I was 14 years old. That's 41 years ago, and I still think back to that beautiful memory of that wonderful vacation that my dad and my mom pulled together for us. My dad has been dead for 5.5 years. And I think of him every moment when things are bad. And how good he was to me. And how much he loved me. And how much he did for me. It's there. What Robert Anthony talks about is there's no... You want to get away from the idea of passages of time, and you think about now. So your memories are in the now. They didn't happen 40 years ago. The memory happened now. I can think of it. The side benefit of all this is your memory becomes enormously sharp. You can remember all the good things in your life. And you want to stack up the good and have the good stack up higher than the bad, right? And that's the beauty of this, is you become better and better at moving past the bad and getting the bad out of your life so you can focus on the good. But yeah, what was I talking about? The flip fits the switch. So yeah, I think of the fun I've had with my buddies, my high school and college friends, the guys I meet, and the wild fun and the toasts, the camaraderie, the joking around, just the joy in being alive enough to drink beer and get wild and dance with girls and have some fun. And it's there. And I think of all these funny jokes that I've heard from decades and decades ago. And your memory becomes so sharp, you don't forget anything if you focus on the good things. And yeah, there'll be those bad memories. Yeah, they'll come at you. But you want the good memories to overwhelm the bad memories, and keep flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping. And you might have to be doing this on a continual basis. If you're in the midst of a tragedy, if you're in the midst of something terrible, you're going to have to keep flipping and flipping your thoughts over and over and over again. All day, every day. All day, every day. This will save you from the torment that bad times bring. They can bring some the torment, I know it's real. I'm not denying how bad some of your lives are. I'm not denying that you're suffering under enormous stress and frustrations, and people are seemingly around you are just are hell bent on destroying their lives, and in the process dragging you down. But that doesn't have to be your reality, does it? You can think about something great in your life that was great to you. Doesn't have to be big. Doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be you. What is good? What is good? What is good? What was great? What was great? What was great? Oh man, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. Your thoughts. This is the key to your happier life. Your thoughts. I just was going over this with my special family members and trying to help them get through these hard times. And it's hard. It's dang difficult, right? It's really, really a battle to stay positive when you have bad stuff like this happen in your life. And yeah, we all know the bad stuff, right? There's no end to what bad can be, and there's no limit to what the bad things are. But just because there's no limit to the bad, on the converse, there's no limit to the good. All right? There's no limit to the good. just as your life can spiral down into the toilet and just be a total mess by bad thoughts and the circumstances and overwhelming difficulties, it can, if you persistently and relentlessly are moved towards something good, it can rise, it can level, it can go up, 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 up level. This is how people do it, by this continual, persistent focus on flipping the switch to the good, and flipping the switch to the good, and flipping the switch to the good, and always looking for the good, and remembering the good things in your life. And as you do that, the bad things are going to naturally be suppressed. The bad things are going to you're going to kind of step up over them. And the bad things that are happening, you're going to rise above it, and it's going to get better. And if it isn't better, reach for a new thought. And if that thought isn't enough, reach for a new one, and a new one. If you can't think of an old one, if you don't have an old one, an old thought to overcome, think of something that could happen in the future. What will happen if you keep going positively this way? What can happen? You might want to get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down a bunch of these good things, and you might want to write down a bunch of the things you'd like to have happen. Don't be lazy on this. Get out your paper and pen and write. Think. Your life is too darn important not to focus some energy and effort on it, on the thinking of the positiveness. So I hope this helps, and in fact, I know it will help. It's helped me tremendously. I can be in the midst of these terrible tragedies that are swirling around me, and I can listen to the tragedies. I can cry with my friends and family. I can offer them what I can offer them, and on the same side, I can be light and joke with them and give them a little bit of a normal, and know that my life is good. I can help them make their life good. I'd like to help you. If you please take this to heart. I know it will help you. It's helped me tremendously. I know it's helping my friends and family who are suffering under tremendous difficulties. All for now.